Hello friends, I hope you are well. In this video, I want to talk about hope. You see, the first time a client comes to us, they don't understand psychotherapy. The first thing we need to create inside them is hope. Of course, it is very difficult. Perhaps the most difficult part of psychotherapy is creating hope. What you should always keep in mind is that the client must understand that change will happen, and that this miracle of change is the result of a lot of work. But because the client has not done this before, and the client must know the truth anyway. In my opinion, the biggest mistake we make is that we think that if we tell the truth, our client may lose hope or not want to work. In any case, every human being has the right to hear the truth. Our client must know the truth that the process of change is an incredibly long process that happens based on repetition and reinforcement. This happens for the first time when it wants to happen, and from that automatic mode to the manual mode, or the changes that the person has almost no effect on and that have arisen inside them. It must reach a point where the person can change these things, and these are not fixed characteristics. To believe in getting better. Let's explain to him that when a wrong belief is in his mind, the belief that he is destroying himself or others, and this wrong belief is removed and a correct belief is replaced, this will happen. Unfortunately, the wrong beliefs that are formed are the result of the family environment, relatives, religion, and other things that have strong support. And any change in these will be met with resistance from them. And the changes should not be so much that the person becomes too aware of himself or those injuries that cause him harm. We must assess all the conditions, and before that we must have thought about it. Put yourself in that person's shoes and how much he can tolerate. It is very interesting that some of these behaviors and beliefs are so powerful that they form the main root of tomorrow and do not attack them so easily that they create aversion to change and treatment within the person. This is very difficult. Takes a lot of time, but it is worthwhile. You have to tell him that his hope is valuable, and that there is nothing more valuable than a strong personality. You may not be so happy if you want to earn money, or get a position, or get an educational degree. You will end up being a depressed, rich doctor. And he still cannot use what you have. Create an attraction for him. Give him an example. For example, from your previous clients or from people who were much worse off than he was, and how well they have improved. Hope is the hardest part of treatment. Because the person says, "I am suffering, I am being harassed. What is the use of it?" You must know that you should communicate with your clients very calmly, very hopefully, very receptively, and with unconditional positive regard, and create a safe environment for referrals. Emphasize to him every time that every human being, every person who has reached a high position, has experienced that state of being a beginner, that state that may have been humiliating and painful, and must endure this pain, and there is no choice but to endure this pain. I always give an example to my clients. When you want to turn on the light, turn off the light. There is only one way, and that is to turn off the light switch. If you knock on the door or the wall, it will not turn off. What happened to you now is the result of those wrong beliefs that caused your current problems. Replace these beliefs with a positive alternative belief that works. Repeat this several times. Ask him to do this in the counseling session. And this repetition should happen for years, days, and hours. And what I tell my clients is this: the method is very simple. Just as behaviors are created very easily, psychotherapy is also very simple. The only thing that needs to be insisted on is repetition, repetition, and reinforcement. Clients always come to me and say, "How do I know that these changes we are making will not be to our detriment?" And I say, "How can we do something good or instill the right belief within ourselves? And this is making us bad." I always give them an example. I say, "You are not a good person. You are a lazy person." And they get upset about what I say. Then they say, "You are not a good person. You are a lazy person." Let's say, "Look how upset you were by this. Now you are a very good person. You are a strong person. You are a hard-working person. How happy you are with my words." This is the belief. When you have the wrong belief that I am weak, I am ineffective, the world is a bad place, 100%, this should not have a good result. Every moment, every visit. They want to say with great pressure that our work is ineffective, and that this is a natural result of their pain, and we need to know what pain they are going through. Until the person is sure that changes have happened and that these changes are in their favor, they will not cooperate with you. That is why I say that the hardest part is this part of hope. I had a visit today. They were depressed and had been depressed for 4 years. They made very good progress. Very good. I was very happy. Only after 4 months did they agree to talk good things to themselves, talk positive things to themselves. They agreed that they had the right to do this. Every time they came, they would say that this is not true. I am fine. And I would say that it doesn't matter if it is true or not, you just repeat it. The truth is being effective. Finally, I would like to thank you, friends, for watching my video and supporting the Effective Psychotherapy channel by subscribing to this video.